Okay. Hello, this is part number 5 of our series about creating custom indicators in Forex Strategy Builder. We also cover more details on the grounding, how the indicators are designed. And this is more or less the same in EA Studio and Forex Strategy Builder. So I hope the things we cover in this series serve for better understanding of how the backtester and generator are working. So in the next episode, in the previous episode, we worked with bands indicators. We added some missing logical rules for the Bollinger Bands and envelopes, and especially rules for causing positions. But we did only the C# code. So after the session, I did offline the MQL code, and now we have a perfect match between Forex Strategy Builder and MetaTrader. So I made a screenshot, and this is, you see the closing. Here the logical rule is close position when the bar closes above upper band, and obviously here we have a short position. So when the bar closes below the lower band, the previous position closes, and we open a new one. And we have the same in MetaTrader. Okay. The code in the MQL is very similar to one that we have in C#. Let's go indicators, Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. Okay. So as I said before, because I'm using this Notepad++ text editor, it is very good. When I open MQL code, when I use this to be default editor for the MQL code, I set language C++ to have some syntax highlighting. And what we added was coverage of this, the bar closes below upper band, bar closes above upper band, and that. I think it was that one. What we added before. The bar or the bar closes. Okay, we added the bar closes above upper band after closing below it. Yeah, this was what we added. And we have a full correspondence between the FSB and the MetaTrader code. So actually, we use the same functions. Now we added the text of the logical rules, and the same formulas that we changed it in FSB, I did in the MetaTrader, in the MQL. So this was from the previous series. Now I want to continue with fixing other missing indicators, and we'll cover some other stuff because the indicators are different. So I already marked the indicators that cannot be imported. There are only a few. As do not exit. We have a no indicator in FSB. We can use the custom indicator, but it's better to have a standard no, do not exit. Exit time, we don't have it. We have exit hour. The exit hour in Forex Strategy Builder allows us to set hour before closing before it to close the position. So, for example, if you want to close the position at 23:00, we set this. But in EA Studio, we can set minutes, and this is better if you want to close the position on Friday, for example, or every day. So we don't need to add a round hour. We can close the position, let's say 15 minutes before midnight. We will do that. Then we have moving average of oscillator. This is done in MetaTrader as MACD. We have MACD indicator, and this covers the MACD lines. I have a separate, we will show this, but it can be done with a custom indicator in the Studio. It can be done also with the MACD indicator in the in FSB, I mean. So we decide what to do. So there are 3 indicators, and the moving average has some missing options. So let's start from the beginning. The first one is do not exit. Do not exit is very simple. I'll make a new standard indicator in Forex Strategy Builder. So here in store, add new class. This is like the same like copying and pasting some of the other indicators, but I'll start from to go name do not exit. Okay, and actually I'll take some code and copy and paste. What code I can use?
Wasn't this the was there right, because you covered this at the end of last session, wasn't this the same as the no indicator, but
Yeah,
we were just going to make...
it is similar. Yeah, you can use, probably we can copy directly from there. Okay. Yeah. Repository. Oh, so even I will run FSB and will download no, or I probably already have it downloaded and use the code. Let's see. FSB Pro, user files, indicators. No, I don't have it here. So I go to a repository. Oh, I'm already in the repository. Okay, indicators. Yeah, it refreshes every 24 hours in case of someone added new indicator. So I search for no. Okay, what? Okay, so let's see what we have. Is it here? No indicator.
Yeah,
okay. Okay, let's take this. This is too much, but anyway, we'll cut it after. Internal, let's make it public. Is it the same as other indicators? You have namespace. So it's better to copy the complete code. Yeah. Okay, it's easier. Do not exit. Control V. Here will be exit. The name must match. Do not exit. How is it in the Studio? Please login. Okay. I have account. Yeah. Okay. Do not exit.
Yeah.
Do not exit. Small. No. Yeah. Okay. Do not exit. And it can be only in close filter because it is in close filter. But listen, we can make it for FSB as a closing point and closing filter. Why not? No, okay, it is complicated. It's a little bit complication.
Use the same.
Is generate. This is a new. Is generatable. If we put here false, the generator will not use this indicator. I think it is correct, right? So by default, every indicator doesn't have this option. So the generator may use it. But for some special indicators that are, for example, this do not exit serves well if you want to make strategy that exits only on stop loss and take profit. So it doesn't exit on an indicator. if we set this option, the generator will not use this indicator. Alter it does not allow strategy to close on an indicator signal. Okay. Initialize. So time logic, we have only, we said close filter. But because this is the only one,
Just need
actually we don't need the other options, because this is the only option. Because it's only available as closing filter. But let's see, here is no signal. What we have? Let's have the same text. Indicator exit is not allowed. Okay. Indicator exit is not allowed. Logic of rule. Logic. Okay, logic of rule. Okay. Okay, indicator exit is not allowed. What we calculate? Component, we have only two components. Why two components? Because we have separate exit signals for long and for short positions.
on short, yeah.
That's why we have to set these components. Why the alignment doesn't work? What broke? I don't know. Something broke. Anyway, we create the array of two components, component 0 and component 1. The components doesn't have chart, no chart. The first bar is 0 because this indicator doesn't need any preliminary bars to calculate. The value, as you said before, is a double array with length of the count of available bars. And because when you create a new array in C# language, it prefills it with zeros. And 0 is signals that prevent entries. So it's negative signal. Let's say it's not a signal. 1 is a signal, 0 is not a signal. So we don't need to do anything more.
I see. 1 is yes and 0 is no count. 1's allow an entry and 0's don't allow an entry, right?
And also for the exit, 1 allows exit or forces exit in our case, because
yeah.
So, and I think we are ready. Just we need to because it was before it was possible to set this indicator in different slots, the nono indicator. That's why it has different options. But in our case, we have the only option is for exit filter. So we can make it like that. Data type, force closing. Let's make it like that. Data type, force closing. Chart type, no chart. First bar 0, value, component name, close out long position. And for the short positions, we have the same. So probably this is the easiest indicator. No exit. No exit. Exit point, exit filter description to string indicator. So yeah, this is the indicator, and we don't need colors. Let's test it. Okay, make a new strategy that enters or momentum rises because it gives a signal at every bar. It doesn't matter the performance. Because it gives signals at every bar, it causes at the end of the bar. So when we don't have any exit conditions, causing lodging conditions, it means that there is no anything to prevent the exit. So it causes at bar closing. Let's add do not exit. No exit. Okay, it opens position and keeps the equity until the end.
And that's a single position. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have only one entry. Let's see. It must be one executed order of one. Okay, this is very good. Let's make. I'll save this strategy. So after that, we will test the expert advisor. These are 5 strategies. Do not exit test. Okay. Now let's make the corresponding MQH file. Okay. Or MQL, but it's MQH.
MQH.
Yeah, MQH is because it serves as a header. So we will take it from MT4 MQL custom. We take this no, and we move it. No, we'll put it here for testing. Then I'll put in the official distribution. So I'll copy the file here because in the other way, it is custom indicator, and it will search among the. If it's custom indicator, it was the C# code from the custom folder and searches the corresponding MQH file in the MT4 MQL custom. But because I made a standard indicator, I have to put the file where the standard, the built one. It must be named not exit. So I take it from here. I put it in indicators folder. Yeah, because I create a standard indicator, not a custom one. Basically, it's the same, but do not exit. Let's edit it. Language C++.
Yeah, there's no difference in the code, is there, for a custom and a non-custom?
No, this is yeah.
I remember in the forum when you first did it, you did suggest that there was an option here to say is custom equals true, but I don't tend to use that, and I don't know why it was needed. There used to be just below there where it says like is allow LTA equals false, or equals true. I'm sure on your very first post on the forum, you'd suggested that we put a flag there that says is custom equals true. But that's not needed anymore. Do you remember? But I've never had any different. Like I've ran mine with and without that.
This is for the old. This is for the old program.
Yeah.
Because the indicators had a type, so you can sort them according to time indicators, volume indicators, custom indicators.
Okay. Yeah.
Within the program. Here it was, let's say you have a menu and you can select custom indicators or volume indicators.
Okay, yeah, so you don't need that now then.
But even more, I think, even if it's used somewhere in the program, probably only this in debug window if it crashes, it sets it automatically. If it was it as a custom, it will set it automatically. It's a longer time frame. True. Exact time. This is the MQ exact time during the bar. Exact execution time. This is for the testing, but this is not during the bar. Separate chars false. Is this value is for group O? Why I have this? in the MQO. Okay. Do not exit. Do not exit. I think this execution time. Okay, I'll cover something. There was a bug reported 1 or 2 months ago in the forum regarding longer time frame indicators, and I lost the topic. I couldn't find it, and found it in a personal message in the forum to me. So I fixed it, but the book was very tricky, and I'll explain what is going on there. It is interesting for the indicators. Interesting case. Longer time frame. This must be false, but it is not. Here it doesn't matter because this is the MQL and it will do what. Why I don't have auto completion? True. Okay, do not test it. I leave it like that. You have component 0, component 1, and here we use only cost filter. Okay, component 0. So in MQL, in the MQL language, we work with arrays in different way. The components here there is a little bit difference than between the MQL and the C#. So in the C# for Forex Strategy Builder, we create each component. Here I create a new component. I make an array of 2 components and create a new component. But here in the MQL version of the indicators, the components are already created, but they don't have a ranked. So this is very specific for the MQL language programming. But anyway, we have to set the size of the component value. So we make it with length of bar, and we have to initialize it with zeros. Here, when you create a new array with length of bars, it is prefilled with zeros. But here we create an array, then we resize it to the correct length, and then we initialize it with zeros. So this is the difference, and this is also a good example. Force closing long, that data type close out long positions, first bar 0. Okay, this is the same data type. Let's arrange it like first bar, and the values are 0. So this is the I think this is ready, and we have to test it. Just I'll try to export this strategy. Cannot find the following indicator, do not exit. Express the result is not exported, cannot create why it cannot find the file. Yeah.
It's not because you just need to close and open FSB Pro again.
No, yeah, I mean it cannot find the MQL, the MQH file.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So it must search it. When I click export, it must search it in the folders. Why it cannot find it? Do not exit. Do not exit. Do not exit. The file name is do not exit. I think is correct, but why I cannot find it? What it searches for? This is interesting. Why it cannot find it? Do I have somewhere a list of indicators?
No, void, no indicator. Just go down a bit. Go down, see the next bit, void, line 56. There's an error there. Void, not line 56.
Ah,
it
okay,
says
okay.
void. Yeah.
Do not.
So I mean, I'm not sure if that's what's
No,
caused it,
no.
but
This
that's
is
certainly an
not.
error.
This would crashed in the MQL.
Yeah,
In
there we go.
MetaTrader, yeah.
I think that's...
Do I have a list of indicators somewhere? Oh, it's not that.
I know. I think it should try. I think it should run. Yeah, having done it recently, I'm pretty sure it'll run. Just try it again.
Do you have indicator manager? Yeah. Probably I have to.
Is that
because
this
is a
just
standard? This for the standard.
Ah, okay, I was waiting to say because I've done it for the custom and I didn't need
Yeah.
to edit a list, but yeah, this is different. Okay.
A, B, C, D. It must be here. And now I think I have to close. So if it was, let's see if this is the reason or not. It's probable to not be that. No, cannot find the following indicator, do not exit. This is very strange. Why I cannot find it? Where he's searching for, or the name, do not exit. So I can do something. If I put it as a custom indicator, let's try it. If I make it indicators, do not exit. Is the name correct? Do not exit.
Yeah. It's nothing there.
I'll cut from here and put it in the custom folder. No. Do I have
What's the
something?
C#? I wonder what the C#, if
Let's
it's
see the
something
C#.
you missed.
Do not exit.
Do not exit.
So I'll do some debugging. Let's see if I have some rule for naming not. Let's see. Let's go to the. I'll go to the place where it exports the code. EM manager, I think it's here. Get expert advisor for. Somewhere it must have a code for exporting here, preparing expert parties. Somewhere it must import indicators, create expert advisors, get next name. Let's see where it imports the files. Let's see where we have .mqh. Class name. So it searches for replaces off with off, replaces the dashes, replaces the dot, replaces the empty string. Okay, replaces this one. So I'll make and wait towards path here, path. I'll make something. Console write line, and I'll write what exactly it searches for. File path to see where exactly it searches for this indicator. This is very strange. Let's try. They have somewhere some output. Cosec breakpoint.
Output far right, keep going, yeah. It's looking for it.
Momentum, no, parsec.
Doesn't look like it's run that line of code.
I'll put a breakpoint here. Okay. No, it doesn't hit.
Yeah, it doesn't read that.
Yeah, why? For each indicator, one contains, if indicator file name contains file name, if you already added, something is wrong. This is for custom, but this is for custom indicators. Match indicator, matches. Do we have where we want standard indicators? Probably this is only for custom indicators. Let's remove this one. Is there other place? Get indicator code. Okay.
There we go.
File name. Start stop. I don't know what is this. I'll stop it here. Is it possible to search it on another place? Because, okay, it searches bar closing. Okay, the next one must be, we continue. Bar opening, momentum, and it doesn't search it at all. Why? It's very strange. It searched for bar open, momentum, bar closing, but not for this one. Let's try again. Okay, the first one is bar closing. Okay, file name. The second one is bar opening. Then searches for momentum. And then it says, what happened? Do I have this name somewhere?
So it's like it's not reading that list that you edited, right? It's not searching for a path. It's just not.
Yeah, but it said it says it cannot find the indicator, and it says the correct.
It is trying to search for a do not exit indicator. It just can't find it.
Yeah, but the way it searches it.
Are you able to write that you know, that log thing you were away to write before, the ask where what path it's searching for, get to print the path.
Match indicators, match. This is other. This is other. We don't need it here. Get indicator code. It must be here. Get indicator code.
Yeah.
Yeah, so type.
There's that other, it's just there. It's asking for the MQL line 520. It's saying the file path. Are we able to print what the file path is?
120.
520, line
okay.
520. So 520, it's saying it's setting a variable. It's the file path. Are we able to print what file path is?
But first it searches somewhere. I'll stop here.
Yeah.
Index of indicator coach so type file name. Okay, I'll stop it here. Bar closing, bar opening, momentum. Okay, I'll do other thing. Okay, from where? Let's go to call stack. We can go back. One contains indicator. Manage indicator manager. Indicator manager. But we changed the indicator manager, right? We changed the indicator
Yeah,
manager.
yeah, we changed, unless you didn't save it or something like that. But yeah, you changed the
indicator manager, and it contains do not exit. Forex become indicators do not exit. Okay. It takes much longer than I expected. Okay, read base path, take a code, get files, MQF files, read all MQF files. If code ends with MQH, continue. Is it MQH? MQH? It must be in the, not here. It must be in indicators. It must be here. MQH, okay, do not exit. Okay. This MQF files, import start. Contains import start line. No, but it's not here at all. Strategy. For cannot generate expert advisor file. What error we receive? Let's see what error we receive, and we will go in the back order. Why it stops here? I think I removed the breakpoint. Oh, no, it's out of the screen. Okay, so we received error. Expert advisor is not imported. Cannot create the expert file. Control. Expert advisor is not expert. Cannot create the expert file. Let's go backwards from here. So expert is null or empty. So it must happen somewhere here in that function, create expert advisor. Let's go. It must be here. So depending of the file, it takes this or this. It reads all MQL files, import the files, but it must go through the strategy. It must go through the strategy. Here is the strategy. Somewhere it must put the indicators input params, indicator manager, code substring, get file name, port minus does not contain port. Okay, we see why. So it crashes first here. Cannot find following. Cannot find the following indicator. Where is this? Cannot find the following indicator. Okay. Here it cannot find it. Let's stop here. And now Okay, it stopped. Not it. Okay, now it's better. Let's go back. Manage indicator manager. So this manage indicator manager cannot find the indicator. Is it this function? If missing indicator risk count, this missing indicator risk is here, and this risk doesn't contain this indicator. So in indicator lists, where are these indicators? Here. So the problem is here. Class name is equal to indicator replace of. I'll come here and it must stop for each one. No, but this is for the custom. Why treat it as a custom? Do I have it marked as custom somewhere? I copied the code, but
Could have that thing, that custom flag I was talking about.
Can be risk do not exit.
Doesn't usually it's there. That's where it usually is, the flag. It's not there.
No, it's not.
Search for custom, but I don't think it's no.
No. Why it searches as a custom indicator? It's not a custom. Do I have somewhere a list of indicators? Is it possible to have pre-built list of indicators in Forex Strategy Builder, and when I add a new one, to have to add the name, and if the name is not there, it searches as a custom. I forgot. I worked so long ago.
You added this do not exit in C# file in FSB Pro. It's in the folder where all your normal indicators are, right? It's not in the custom folder. Is that correct? Where have you stored the file? Oh yeah, you were running it from here, right? So it's in the right folder.
Do not exit. It is in the correct folder. But do I have somewhere a list of indicators? Let's say indicator manager. Do I have a list of all indicators? No, they found the indicators dynamically. It is called a reflection. When we run the, do I have custom indicator with that name that it tries to load? Indicators. I have no indicator. I will remove that. Def mount. Let's go to library. Do I have somewhere here? Do not exit def mount at the moment.
Maybe remove the no from there as well.
For any case. MT4 here. Custom. It must not be a custom. No, it's not here.
It's not,
I put it in the indicator manager. Where are the standard indicators? Okay, it's good. Okay, I will run. Let's start the program from now. Because it cannot find the file. What file cannot find? Let's come from here. What variables you have?
Suppose the thing is, how does it create that missing indicator list?
Yeah,
it's clearly in there, right?
Missing indicator list is it searches each indicator for each indicator in indicators.
Okay,
it doesn't contain indicator, but the problem can be something else. I'll stop here because it maybe some naming issue. So the indicator list do not exit, but indicator list contains 0 indicators, missing indicators. So we add this, but why? The output is it searches. What is this output? Is this the complete expert advisor? What is this? Momentum changes. We have momentum. Is it checks the complete expert advisor? No. I don't know what file is that. The output. What is output? This is string builder at. But why it searches as a custom indicator? This is the biggest problem. I want it to be a standard indicator. Okay, I'll start from here and to see what happens. I'm sorry for the delay, but
it's all right.
I
Do you know that text file you were just looking at, Popov? Can you go back to that a second?
Let's go manage indicator manager. So I think this this must deal with the indicator manager of the MQL code. So we have the strategy. The strategy has close what, close filters, one. Strategy. What is this code? This is the code of indicator. This is the class. This is the code of indicator manager. This one. Do you know the problem can be completely different? Is it possible from where I want to check from where it takes this indicator manager, because when I'm working from here, I have two sets of MQL files. One is the files that we are using as users here, and I have another set where Forex Strategy Builder is developed. Do it searches in the other place, the one that I use for the distribution. Let's see from where it takes this code. Is it possible to take from other indicator manager? Import get file name, directory path. I'll start from here to see if everything is. I will run this and start it again. Okay, MQL files. No, it is correct. Indicators. Okay. It was the files, then somewhere opens the indicator manager. For each indicator, searches the import, reads the text file, import starts, and here stops for the file indicator manager. Okay, and when it finds the indicator manager, let's see if do not exit. Yes, this is the name of the strategy. This is the strategy. This is the code of the indicator manager. Let's take this code and search. Do not exit. We don't have.
It's not in there.
Yeah, it's not there. But why? Where we put this? Yeah, okay. Okay, this is the problem. Let's see indicator manager. Let's open the indicator manager. Is it has here it imports the indicators? Right. Yeah, because MetaTrader needs to create this the indicator class. And first here I said here to indicator manager what files to import, and it imports do not exit. Okay, but the expert advisor must be able to create this file. this indicator. So here, this will be the actual code that will be imported in the expert. And here, the expert, when the expert searches for do not edit, it must create new instance of the indicator. So I have to add here in two places. And don't kill. If it's do not exit, this only for the do not for the.
I've missed a T there.
Yeah.
Do not exit. We've put do no exit.
Okay, thank you. We don't need to do that for the custom indicators.
No, yeah, definitely not, because I've done it recently.
So what the program is doing, it doesn't distinguish between custom indicators and the built one. So it searches for the built one here. And if cannot find the built one indicators, it searches for a custom indicator for the strategy.
Okay.
And now. Okay, the expert is exported.
The happy noise, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see in MetaTrader, it must work and fast forward. Fortunately, we will not have such problems when you do it. But why I did it in that way originally? I don't know, where is this expert advisor? Do not exit test. Let's do not exit. Let's run it. Control points. Okay, doesn't matter. And must open a position somewhere. It finished the test. It doesn't open any position.
Go to results. See down the bottom in results. It'll tell you there is it's open something. Yeah.
It opened a position and costed the end of the back test.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is okay. This is done. Then I have to move these two files in the distribution because I'm writing in the users folder now. I have to put the data in the distribution. Now I'll commit these changes. Committing means I'll put in
GitHub, right?
I'll add this one. Also, I have to do here in the AStudio Manager. I have to make this exception. Do not exit is a standard indicator. So
there's something. Oh yeah. I think there was something there.
Yeah.
That code. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. It's all right.
It was if it's do not exit, I put the marker.
I'm just seeing no indicator below, but maybe it's not important now.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Before it was saying, okay, if you need do not exit, import no.
Okay.
Now it is not necessary. The next one, exit time is a little bit different because we deal with the hours and minutes. It's a little bit different topic because how the programming languages deals with hours and minutes is a little bit strange. If you want to spend time with that, it's up to you. If you want to do it now or to do it offline,
maybe do it off. Yeah. If there's
this is very specific topic. The problem is the problem is I said I open some enter hour, exit hour indicators to see how they are done. And we deal here with some specific stuff with time spans and any MQ is even more tricky. It is not important. I will do it, and if you want to see the example, just you can see the how I did it. So I skip this for now. Not exit, okay. Just to commit AStudio Manager and do not exit. Commit edit do not exit built-in indicator. Okay, built-in indicator. Okay, what is this file indicators? What I have changed it there? This is the project I needed to build to add this also. I meant to previous commit. It means it adds to the previous commit. Okay, so the next one is exit I will do later. Moving average of oscillator. Moving average of oscillator. This indicator is, let's open MetaTrader. It is called this one, moving average of oscillator. It has a fast EMA, slow EMA, and MACD single moving average. Actually, this oscillator is the histogram of the MACD indicator. And let's see what logical rules we have in ES2U. Why he is OSMA? It is this is strange because they code here moving average of oscillator, but actual implementation is through OS. I'll export this strategy. I'll export an expert advisor. And see how it is built. It uses this is the OSMA. This is the name of the indicator in MetaTrader, but they use here. They use the name oscillator of moving average of oscillator. And in MetaTrader 5, what they have? Is it the same? Oscillators. Is this real account? I think, okay.
There it is, moving average of oscillator, it's the same.
And what? Charts window. Fast EMA, so EMA, MACD, SMA. I think is the same as here. Fast EMA, so EMA, MACD, SMA. But they have they said here MACD, SMA, but they have another specific indicator you use in the MQL code named IOSMA. Okay, so do we need to make moving average of oscillator in FSB? I think it's a good idea because this is the implementation detail, and the traders doesn't need to understand it. All right, they see moving average of oscillator in MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, and we need the same name in ES2U and FSB. In ES2U we have the indicator, moving average of oscillator, but why I use this OSMA? Rises, false. So I'll tell you something. When I created Forex Strategy Builder for first, it uses only the text of the logic when you export strategies. But then I found this a mistake, because if we make some spelling mistake in the text and we correct the text, or change a little bit the text, then the strategy cannot be loaded. So after that, I created this working with indexes. So when you save the strategy, it saves the index starting from 0, not the actual text. And it is what we see when you work with indicators. So let's open what I have here. Do I have moving average, crossover, momentum, MACD? Okay. Here in Forex Strategy Builder and Studio, we have the text, but we work with the index, and we choose the text according to the index. And when you export an expert advisor, or when you export a collection and then import it back, the programs use the index. So it allows me to change the text of the indicator logical rules. It will not break the exported files already. You'll be able to import. So this is useful when you create custom indicators. Also, if you decide later, you can rename the logical rule. Only you have to remember to rename it also in the computation, the text. But it doesn't matter. You can export the strategy and import it back, and it will show the new text. So for eStudio, I don't think I made a good choice when I made this. Probably it would be better if it was moving average oscillator, MA of or oscillator is rise, or indicator is rises. Because what is this OSMA? It is the key
oscillator of the moving average.
Yeah, but this is only meaningful if you know that MetaTrader uses this name. It is meaningful for the traders, right?
Yeah.
So let's rename this in eStudio. So how I'll save a strategy. Let's say OSM is higher than the level line, and put the level 42 is higher than the level line. I'll export this, and I open the code of eStudio. I have it open, and find this indicator, moving average of oscillator. This is the code of eStudio. It is very similar to what you have in FSB, because I want when you create the indicator to have to do it right. So what do you think to be the best name for this indicator? Let's see some other indicator that let's see a momentum, but I think in the momentum the logic is just simply momentum, rises, falls. So for this,
what about just MA of oscillator?
awesome. Yeah, it is too long.
Because you don't want it too long. That's the whole reason you did it, right?
Is it okay? MA osts.
No. What about MA small off and then just OS? Yeah, not the C. Yeah, well, at least it's a bit, yeah. Or even capital S might look just for some reason nicer, but yeah, but that's MA of I'd say MA and then small off and then capital OS, or just O small s.
Yeah, that
looks,
one.
Yeah, either or. They're both.
Or this, S. This is like a acronym of. We don't have.
Yeah, because it's not. OS.
But
OS,
if it must be, because this is not.
That looks best. That looks good.
MFOS.
Yeah, that looks good.
I changed this in eStudio. Then I run. How to run? Let's. I'll compile eStudio. I will run a development copy. FS Studio. Okay, now I built a debug version, and you start a local copy, and I can open this new version of FS Studio here on my local machine. And now the oscillator must be moving average of oscillator. Ah, it's ugly. It's very ugly. You see?
Yeah.
No, it's not good. It's not good. Okay. Anyway, let's import this strategy to see if it's correct. If it can be imported with the new with the rename option. Expert advisor from here. Import an expert advisor back, and go to download folder. And I import this expert advisor. It's hiding the level line. Yeah. Okay, it imports. So we can safely rename. Just make it oscillator rises.
Yeah.
Or indicator. Yeah. Okay. Indicator rise. This is the best one, I think. And do I use the name somewhere? Probably I don't use the text. Okay. I use it here. Okay. I will use a rename. Let's see where it's found. No, I have to use the complete word. So it's here. It is here. Here. Where is this? It is not in the MQL code. Yeah, this is how Studio produces MQL. Okay, replace all. Okay, so this is the Studio version, and you use the same logical rules for the. You will make similar indicator for FSB. All right. So you'll do the same, but you'll not forget, like in do not exit, but you'll not forget to put in correct in the
in that list
indicator manager. Okay, so I think it will be much faster this time than before. Let's first start with the C# version. First, from Studio measure, I will remove this exception because you created the original indicator, moving average of oscillator. Okay. Now, in the indicators, I will use one moment. Let's come back. I have custom indicator moving average of oscillator, right? Moving average of oscillator. Interesting. Let's run FSB to download. If it already have a custom indicator, we just use it. And probably I already created this indicator, especially for this case. Let's go to the repository, indicators. Moving average oscillator custom indicator is required. So I've written this here. It means that I have such custom indicator. I can't find. Is it called something other?
type in oscillator. You've spelled it wrong. I think 2 L's. Is it? I think you spelled oscillator wrong.
How it must
2 L.
Oh, okay.
2 L's.
Okay.
2 L's. Don't see any.
Do I have it without MetaTrader 4 support? No, I don't have such indicator. It's very strange. Why? Okay, so we'll create it from the beginning. Or probably I have planned to make custom indicator. But if you make custom indicator, the traders will not be able to import it directly. It will see this name, this message, and then they have to go to the repository to download it. It's not good. So we'll create such indicator. All right. Let's see in the folder. This is the MetaTrader. Let's see for any case. Monkey Archive Trader. Why I have it here, but it's not in the repository? Do you know we have many indicators? No. Moving average of oscillator.
There's got to be C# code somewhere, doesn't there? If that code's there, there's got to be.
This MQH, let's see, we have.
That's there. Maybe you created it there. I'll see if
And if I created this.
I'm just waiting to see if I've got it on my machine.
And it has also MQL version. Why we cannot see in the repository? Let's check the repository online.
Yeah, it's in my FSB Pro and my custom indicators too, so it's definitely
okay. It is custom indicator, but it is given as an example. It is distributed with the FSB distribution.
Yeah, it's in the distribution. Yeah,
it's not in the repository.
Okay, there. I see.
So you don't need to download. It is.
It's there already because there's like 10 indicators that are in that folder just by default, right? Okay.
So in that case, in that case, it is not. It's not just okay. Even it was good. It was good because normally the traders will the custom indicators, but if someone disables the custom indicators, it will see he will see this message, right? You see this message only if you disable custom indicators in FSB, because the indicator is already in the distribution. You don't need to download it. Only we have to change the spelling of the text of the logical rules. We can oscillator. Okay, the oscillator is right. It's not good. Must be. Why the? Okay, grammatically it must be with a D, but I think.
We just call the indicator.
Pretty enough. Indicator rises. Indicator is low. Indicator rises. Indicator is odd in the level line. Okay, I think it's okay. Let's test it. Okay. Now, what we're doing today is not exactly coding of custom indicators, and more or less the real work what I'm doing all day and night, just fighting with different, different cases, because there are so many things. I'm working. I have how many? 6 products, public. And probably 30 programs that are different than that. Yeah, how many I have in my GitHub? Even 2 days ago, I wrote another. Yeah, these are already all programs that I write and sometimes update. Even I write something for. What Why it's not here? I already, this I uploaded yesterday, I think. Yeah, 19 hours ago. So I did it yesterday. This is a program for parsing configuration files in different formats. We use this program in the next product, in the expert generator. But this is real work, and this is how we deal with the situations, probably faster than now. Okay, let's continue. This okay. Let's test moving average of oscillator, and we test moving average of oscillator. Indicator rises. Indicator crosses the level line upward, and the level to be 0.042. Do you have level 42? It's too big. 0.042. No. 0.4. This tries. This is some automation that Windows is doing. No. It seems the values are too low. Okay, let's make it like that. It doesn't matter. Just export moving average of oscillator indicator across the level line upward. Export. Open in MetaTrader. What was the name? Test band indicator. It's not very good name. Test band indicator. Let's see if it's the same. When you export expert advisors, it's very advisable first to save the expert with the desired name, because you see.
In FSB Pro, yeah.
Indicator. What was the logical rule? Oh no, it will not be here. How to find it? It is a moving average of oscillator. Moving average of.
I spelled that wrong.
Average. Moving average.
Give AG, yeah. No, added, yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is the indicator. Moving average of oscillator.
Yeah, so it's found.
Yeah, we have to fix this also in the MQL.
Yeah, but you didn't need to do any of that list editor because it was in the custom, and the MQH file was in the custom MQL.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Yeah. So everyone was just in the custom, so it was much straightforward. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to FSB. This EMA of oscillator. And do you see what is the best when you have these common MQH files? When you create the indicator, it works both for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5.
Yeah.
We don't need to create separate versions. Oscillator of MS, it compiled, okay. Do you need to test it? TSMF oscillator. It should work. We only changed the name of if it opens and closes, it means it worked. We only changed the name of
it's-
the parameter. So okay,
yeah,
so
it's working.
this is very good. So what we did here, actually nothing, just we renamed the logical rules. But here the important is that to know that when you export a strategy, it uses not the text of logical rule, but the index. So you can freely rename the logical rules. Just you have to not change the order. This is important. And when you create the moving average, we can add new rules. Let's go to moving average. We can add new rules, but we cannot change the places, the order, because if you import old strategy, which it searches the index and it may be different. So
so you have to add new ones at the end of the list.
it is not very good, but
yeah.
this is called a backward compatibility. It means the new versions of the program must work with the old settings files without breaking anything.
Yeah.
So okay, we will mark this as this question solved. What we did, I'll commit the MQH files separately, but not from this installation folder, and I'll make the changes in the other place. So let's see what we changed. What we changed? I removed the to do. Is this only the things I did? Yeah, I removed the to do mark. Check if it can be included. Anyway, okay. So this was the easiest the easiest task for today. Fix the case. We also renamed something. Did we rename it for the indicator for strategy builder?
We didn't rename it. We just
no, it is a custom indicator, right? It's
Yeah.
not for strategy builder. Okay.
Yeah, it was already there.
So we renamed the file that is included in the folder, but this is not part of this project because it's a custom indicator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the distribution, but it is not compiled with the Forex strategy builder solution. It is. Is it? Yeah, it is in the other project that you can download from GitHub with the indicators. After when we finish, we will update also this project. So when you download it, to have the updated code. Fix the case with EMA of fix the case. Okay, this is okay. What? Something strange. This message appears normally when. Why this? Because I'm only working and only I have access to the repository, and when I make changes, I push the change to the repository. But because many developers can work on some repository, it's possible some other people to push code, and then we have to pull the changes and to merge. And this is strange to see such message here in my code. Because I hope no one can push to my repository. Okay, so let's continue. Why did I cannot understand what happens?
It's doubled up.
Why this is here? Do I have two copies opened in Forex Strategy Builder? Visual Studio, no. I don't understand what we pushed before.
Well, when it said pull and push though, did it pull the old files and then you?
But why you ask me to pull old file? This is stupid.
Yeah, it's silly, but that's what it sounded like it was going to do, right? It was like, well, I've got, it sounded ridiculous, but if you pull before you push, then surely the first thing you've done is pull old files, and that's the files.
No, but it must never overwrite your changes. When you do that, it must be a merge conflict. It must be marked as merge.
Aren't you able to, the whole thing with the Git thing, you're able to kind of go and look at the version, aren't you?
Of course.
Like the past version. Let's wonder if that tells the story. Because you just wrote down the changes you've made as a kind of why you've committed. So let's see what the commit history
branch
is.
History.
Yeah, that's what you just wrote. And is there a version after that then? Look at that. What was the most recent one?
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, that's strange. It's done your fixed one and then it's pulled the old one out, right? The one before you did that fixed case, right? Is that what it's done?
No, normally you should not use this this here. Normally I use where's the folder? Is the folder open somewhere? Normally I'm doing it from here, from the console. Status, and it showed what is changed. This assembly info is only the version number. Git diff, it shows the difference. Yeah, I changed the, okay, I'll push this. You have to git add, git push message version bumped. No, something. Git push, git commit, and now git push. Okay, and from here you see git log. You see all the change. Git log. You see the changes.
Yeah, and the most recent one is the one that you.
This is very buggy. This Visual Studio. Okay, you see what happens. So okay, I'll continue using the console just now, but I changed this. Yeah, okay, I'll save the file and open the Git console. Git status. Studio Manager is changed. Git diff. So the difference is this.
That's the only change. Yeah.
Git add. So I can add which file. Which file I can add the concrete file or to. No, it's not the. Normally git add and put a dot, which adds all. It's called staging. Staging for committing. So if you make git status now, you see the file is added. It's modified. It's added. Before it was red, now it's green. So it means it is staged for committing. Now I git commit.
You've misspelled git.
Yeah. Git commit message. I removed the to do not and git push. And with this, yeah, we don't have problems.
Yeah.
This is how the normal people are doing it. Normal, yeah, normal. Normal people doesn't write in the black squares, rectangles, text. What is this? Yeah, this is okay, but this is normal.
Yeah.
When you program, you have to.
Yeah.
So we only have two cases. I know we have pin bar. Probably we'll do it for the next session. I will have one session on Wednesday, right?
We got a session on Wednesday. I'm just
So let's do the movie. What do you prefer to finish this now? This session was very messy, right? But anyway, we have to fix only two things.
Well, it was real, Papa.
Yeah,
It wasn't messy. It was real.
Normally when you start working on something, the things are going. They're following. They're following the working the workflow. But now we listen. It is much easier to write new code instead of editing or rewriting old code. It's always, even if it's your own code. And I wrote this I don't know 10 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
It's very messy. So I always prefer, instead of reading, especially the code from someone else. Yeah, of course, now when you do custom indicators, we don't have a choice. We have to do it anyway. But I prefer to write new things instead of editing.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just looking at the list of what you've put here on the forum. So today's session, Monday, you said that the main two things were modifying moving average to match EA Studio and creating a new indicator, do not exit. And that was all we were going to do today. And then on Wednesday, you had create a new indicator, exit time.
Okay, exit time.
And and then creating a new indicator, Kumo cloud. But we've already done the Kumo cloud, so technically that's so that's the kind of schedule you've done. So
okay, but the Kumo is not finished. I think.
Oh, is it not? Okay.
To polish it as an indicator, and we can upload in the repository, or because to polish it, to make it the final looking well. And then
that'd be good.
You to publish in the public repository, right? This will be very end of the session. So you can do it. You can do it. I can guide you, but you can.
And I'll do it. That sounds good.
So we can do it. So let's see what we have. The exit time we'll do the next time. With pin bar, we already have a pin bar indicator, but it's a little bit messy. So this already check it. Only the moving average. Let's see what we have for the moving average. Moving average. All right, moving average is not fully supported. This is the problem. So we have to add additional rules that are not that are in EA Studio but not in FSB. And let's see, where is the moving average? Here in Visual Studio, when you press Control and comma, it doesn't work. I don't know why my resharper doesn't working. I have resharper. Resharper is one tool of JetBrains, and the resharper are doing so good things, so many good things. A resharper, but now the resharper is not opened. I don't see the icon here. Why it's not loaded? And this is paid product, and I have I bought all products of JetBrains, like our Ultimate Pack. And I have this from 10 years. And I have the resharper. Let's restart the Visual Studio. Let's see. So probably this control comma is a function of resharper. because when you click Control comma, it must see here some analytical tools that okay, let's continue. No sharper today. It doesn't load. Okay. Okay, now it's loading. You see? Now it's loading. This initializing, and now we inspect the full code. This is very good analytical tool. It solves. It fixes, let's say, 90% of your mistakes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Even if you make some logical mistakes that are just simply logical, it may find, let's say, if you have a code that cannot be reached in some scenarios. For example, we have here sort equal to open filter, but imagine this sort type never becomes open filter. This resharper will say, okay, this code will never be reached, or something like that, or something is always true, or whatever. So okay, let's this until it loads. Let's see if my control comma is working now. Yeah, moving average. So it's much easier to find file instead of using the mouse. I think they have here control semicolon. Let's see. Probably this is function of a Visual Studio control semicolon. Yeah, it goes there.
It just goes there. Yeah.
Moving average. Yeah, the same. Okay. Let's see moving average. For open filters, we have moving average rises, falls. This is the bar opens above, below, or bar below, position opens, but we don't have moving average crosses, changes direction. So in a studio, okay, we're already programmers, right? We can watch in the code. We don't need to watch the application. So this is the code of EA Studio, and let's see control comma is working. Moving average. I have moving average upstairs, moving average crossover. It's control T.
Sure, that I can see it on the list. There we go.
Yeah. So you see how much simple is EA Studio. It has only one set of rules, and these are, yeah, but this is much simple because it has only bar open, not the bar opens above. It doesn't have bar closes. So we need to add this condition. Moving average changes its direction upward and downward. Let's just copy and paste. Put yeah, we add, because we cannot change the order, right?
No, yeah.
And we have to use double quotes because the strings in here we have to put a comma. Here it doesn't require comma, and
it's an extra double quote there.
Because when you put a double quote, it automatically resets the other. Okay, and we set this for closing, but will be, we can change the. They're actually the same. Only this. Is it only this? No, it must be something other. There must be the same. We have rises, falls, bar opens above, bar opens below, bar opens, but here will be bar coding. Okay, we need this also. closes after closing. So we added here 4 for closing and 2 for opening. Then in the
So how come that list is shorter? I'm just looking at that. How come we've got 8 opening and 6? No, we've got 8 closing but 10 opening. What's the 2?
Because here we have position opens above moving average, position opens below. Here the idea of this logical rules is because FSB allows you not only to open at bar opening, but also in some indicator. Let's say you open position at the upper Bollinger Bands. Okay, and when the prices reaches the upper Bollinger Band, then we check this condition. If the position opens, so the opening point of the position is the upper Bollinger Band, and if this point is above moving average, right?
Yeah.
This is the actual opening price of the position, not the bar opening. And yeah, it can be different. It can be some other indicator. It can be moving average, for example. So if it's moving average, it doesn't make sense. But if it's so,
yeah, because there's 2 that you've got the bar opens above and you've got the position opens above.
Yeah, so it can be what can be that is above and below moving average, for example. Because the opening point of the position, they usually use moving average. Yeah, it can be previous high or previous low, for example.
I see. So is it when you've got the open condition that you know how in FSB Pro it's got the bar open as the open condition, the price,
yeah.
and so it's for when there's a different
point is fractal.
It's something not, but it's that's what the position is. Yeah.
And we have moving average. The position opens above moving average. So if the fractal is above moving average.
Yeah. Okay, I see the difference now. Yeah.
Here I have some envelope. I don't need this. No, but for fractal, it depends. It depends on what is the moving.
It would be both of those things would be the same if you had that fractal change to bar open, right? Both would be exactly the same. The difference between bar open and the position opens would be the same if you change that fractal to bar open.
Here, no, here we open it at fractal, not at bar opening.
No, but what I mean is if you go back to that strategy, if you change that fractal now to bar opening,
they'll be exactly,
and they would be exactly the same. Yeah.
But how? But why? It works? Because the bar opens above moving average. Yeah. So it is the same as the position opens above moving average.
Yeah,
and the bar
they're
opens
both the
above
same.
moving average.
There's no difference there.
But sometimes it cannot be if you choose something other for bar opening, instead of bar opening. Yeah, not.
So why don't we need there's another question. If you go back to that a second, the moving average ones, the list of options, why don't we need them other ones to be? Why wouldn't it be like, let's say that one you're over now, why wouldn't it be the position opens above moving average after opening below it? Or does that not need to happen?
No, we have only bar opens above moving average after opening below it. Not the position opens. We have the position opens above and position opens below.
Yeah, but you could have an option, the position opens above moving average after opening below it. And
but
okay, yeah.
So actually,
cool.
This can be a case, the position opens above moving average. It only be a case. For example, it can be. It depends from the period. Let's say envelope. Envelope. And the envelope is based on moving average 5, and deviation is 1. Okay, and this the deviation. let's make it 0.05. Yeah, you see, this is not always the upper band is not always here when it's above the moving average. The red one
yeah.
here allows opening, but here it doesn't allow opening of long positions. It allows only short positions, right? Because it's below the moving average.
I see. Yeah.
The bar reaches the band. Here, the entry point is enter long at the upper band, but it must be also above the moving average. So if you enter the band above the moving average, upper band, it's a long position.
Opens. Yeah.
But if it happens below, where there is such a case, it must be after.
That was one.
Here must be. So if you reach here the upper band somewhere, it must not allow a long entry. It allows only short entries. And yeah, this is the case. Above moving average, we have long positions. Below moving average, we have short positions. No matter where exactly is the position, what price will open, the bar opening or at some indicator.
Yeah.
And do we have such for closing? The position closes. No, we don't have the position close. Theoretically, it would be possible to have such conditions for position closing. If you want to close at some indicator value, and to allow closing only when the price is below or above moving average. So actually, what means above or below moving average? It is the trend, right?
Yeah.
So if it's above the moving average, it means we're
trying to trade with the trend and only in the trend.
Yeah,
direction.
but this is only when moving average rises.
Mm.
No, below and above, this is because the moving average is calculated on the market price. If price is above or below moving average, it means that the current speed, it means the trend is changing, right? Because it means no matter if moving average is going down, if moving average goes downwards and the price is above, it means that the market already started changing, but the moving average is lagging. It's still going down.
Yeah.
And then the moving average will start following, because moving average follows the market. Some people thinks, if you read some technical analysis, they say, okay, the moving average goes towards the market. It is correct, right? But some people say that the market goes towards moving average. No, no, it's not like that. The moving average is following the market, not the market following the moving average.
Yeah.
This is the reverse thinking. So, okay, you find sometimes that even when I look the market to see what is going on, I don't see indicators. I don't use, let's say, coin rank, Bitcoin. I don't need indicators because I know that the moving average will be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the moving average is calculated on the price.
Follows the price.
And all indicators are calculated on the price. So if you know the price, you know the indicators. And if you know what the indicators are doing, you can imagine where they are. So let's return back to here. And how it will be very easy to implement this, because we already have the formulas that calculates these cases. We only have to put the case. Where is the calculation? I'll copy one first. tries to put okay. The moving average changes its direction upward, and I think we have such indicator, such a formula. Indicator change its direction upward. But what it needs? Let's go to see. Indicator changes its direction upward. It will calculate the signals in its first bar, previous bar. This previous it's 0 or 1. The indicator value and the components where to save long and short signals. So indicator changes direction upward. First bar, previous bar, moving average is the indicator, and component 1 and component 2. Let's see component 1 and component 2 for open filter. Component 1 is our long position, component 2 of short. Okay, so you see it's only this. We added we cover this case and use this formula. Next one, we will move change its direction downward. Downward. Spelling correct. And change its direction downward. Downward. Down. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So easy, because we already have this they work for all indicators. Just you you put the value and it calculates the signals and put the signals in these components. So for opening we added only these things, these two, I think, and 1 comma. So 2 lines and a comma. And for the closing, we added 4 barcodes. Bar causes above moving average after closing below it. The bar causes above moving average after closing below it. Okay. The bar causes, but first is above. The bar causes above moving average after closing below it. I'll add this below. And let's see. Did I copy this with the question, with the quotation mark? Bar causes. Look at this. Bar causes. I don't have such formulas. It must be. Do I have it for bar opens? Bar opens. Above indicator after opening below.
And then opens below.
Yeah, but this is for open. So we need to make such.
Yeah.
The bar opens above, so the bar closes above. After closing below. Closing below. Let's find where is this. This is the previous one. Bar closes below indicator. Bar opens below. Bar opens above. So we need to add these cases, and they can be used after for all indicators.
Yeah, it's a function that's
So this will be bar closes above. After, and we change the price. Closing. I don't need this comment. It is clear. Bar closes above indicator after closing below. And here we use close price, not open price, because the close price is reference. So only we need to rename this.
Does the close then need the previous thing, or how does that work?
Close.
If you're using the close price, and it stays exactly the same, still the same value of previous.
This is the previous, if you use previous or not, we sent this as value. So in
it
our
gets
case,
sent,
it will be
yeah.
0. It will be 0.
Yeah, yeah.
So it will work the same formula. And let's change this also. Barcode is below. Closing above. So the only difference is that the reference price is close price, not the open price. And then we will use this in the moving average. We use it, yeah. Is it market? No, barcode is below.
Where's that value of previous set here then? In the indicator, where is the previous set for?
I'll show you in a moment. Let's finish only this. The second case. Bar closes below. Okay, after closing. Above it. Okay. And let's finish only this to not forget, and then we'll return to.
Yeah.
And moving average changes direction up or downward. Moving average changes its direction up or downward. We don't need to do anything because this is the same case.
Yeah.
For open filter and for closed filters. So we are ready. Let's check it. Okay. Where is the previous is set? The previous, it must be set in calculation. Here. And it is taken from the checkbox that we have, but but who checks the checkbox? It is set programmatically.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit tricky, but I will show you in the code how it works.
Because that syntax there, especially, you see that question mark 10 come up a bit.
This is called ternary operator in programming. Ternary operator, and it is common for all languages. If you see in the Wikipedia,
okay, yeah, I haven't used.
We have a condition. Okay, it's too long here. If you have a condition, language C#, it doesn't matter. Let's have something which is Boolean, condition, which is equal to true. And then let's have a value, which is a number, int number value. And this value, let's be previous, in our case, previous. The previous can be 0 or 1, right? 0 or 1. But it depends, if it depends of the condition, is equal condition, question mark 1, in the other case 0. It means if the condition is true, takes 1. If the condition is false, takes.
Okay.
So you have two choices, first choice and the second choice. It doesn't matter, 35 and 36.
Yeah, and it's got to be a true or false value.
Yeah, it takes a Boolean value and takes the first or the second.
True or false. Okay, yeah.
So in this case, if the checkbox, if the checked
is true, it's 1, and if it's that makes perfect sense now. But I was very confused before.
Yeah, of course, but who sets that? This is
the code
tricky.
Does.
The code does, but where? It must be somewhere in the backtester, or in the.
That's what I was worried about there, because if it was doing stuff with open prices in this indicator, the moving average, and then we've got them change close. Yeah.
Is it in the backtester? Backtest calculator. How to search it? here will be complicated because it depends of is it a longer time frame or not. Even I made such let's go to Git view history. Branch indicate missing cross code cleanup, edit level parameter, fix a bug with LTF indicators. Where is it? What file is it? It is backtest manager. Okay, let's go to backtest manager. Backtest manager. Use previous behavior. Indicator use previous behavior. Is this on? No, this checks if the checkbox is checked. Backtest manager. But who checks the checkbox?
I saw. I'm sure I saw a get and set there. Where did I see that? That's the get and set. Oh yeah. So that's,
check param. No, it only returns if it's checked or not. But who actually checks it? And where is it? Is it in the indicator manager? Probably it would be easier to find it in the where it can be. I don't know how to search here in the code. Let's show in ES Studio is much easier. In ES Studio, it must be somewhere in the, because here we have the same. We have calculate previous, use previous behavior. And where is this? It is Boolean away. This is the same question.
but as long as we don't, if you're making a custom indicator, you don't need, it's going to get done automatically correctly, right? You just need to make sure that you tell it to.
Okay,
use the previous.
here we have some code in ES Studio. It depends of which is the base price of the indicator. And so if the base price is open, in ES Studio is very easy. In ES Studio is very easy because we open only at bar opening. So if the indicator is calculated on open, it is false. You don't need the check with the use previous value.
Yeah.
In any other case we use, but in FSB, it's a little bit more complicated because for the closing rules, if you close at bar closing, and the indicator, we don't need this because at the bar closing, the indicators are already established. It doesn't matter if it's calculated on it doesn't depend on the base price if it's a bar open or bar closed.
Yeah, because it's closed the bar and then that price is known, would be known in real time.
No, but the things are a little bit more complicated than that.
Are they?
Generally, this is the correct answer for the entry, but this is only if you open at bar opening. If you open at indicator, let's see. So yeah, it doesn't matter. For the entry rule, it's true when the indicator is based at price open, we don't need the previous bar. But most of the indicators are based on price close or is some other. So we need the previous value. So,
but there's an algorithm in there that sets it correctly, and you just need to make. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
There was a special case for this bug that I fixed 2 days ago. But this is out of this of the topic. But the book was very tricky. Let's the next session cover this because it was interesting case.
Cool.
Okay, so let's continue with the moving average. I think we already fixed it or not. We have to fix it in MetaTrader, but we can do it later.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Or I can do it because it is actually the same. In order to fix in MetaTrader, we need this logical bar closing, MACD, indicator based calculation. Okay, this formulas that we added in FSB, we need to add this in the MQ, but in exactly the same way. Just we need
of course,
to copy and to change. So I think everything is correct now with the moving average, or we added here. We added 4 causing conditions, but the 2 were already managed because they are the same. The same case. Doesn't matter if it's opening filter or closing filter. So now let's fix mapping. Mapping when you import the studio import. Can I split here the code? Studio, move new vertical group. Okay, here to have. I don't need this, but okay. No, I don't need this. Studio manager. Moving average. So for entry conditions, for open filters, if the rule is more index is more than 5, we cannot. Why? Let's see the studio code. Moving average. And here to see moving average in FSB for entry rules. They do not match because here we have position opens. So we have moving average rises. Moving average rises, matches. Moving average falls, matches. Bar opens above, bar opens below. No, they are changes here. Oh, okay, this is. You see in here studio is bar opens above, but here is. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Bar opens above, below, below. Bar opens above after opening below. Here is the same. And we added these 2 new, but they're after these 2. So here the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 must be matched to 8 and 7 to 9. SU manager. So if it's more than 5, just we'll add 2 to the index because the other match. Okay.
Yeah.
Index plus 2. Okay. We'll use the ternary operator. Else. So, okay, this is one way to do it. If it's greater than 5, to be index plus 2. If it's not, to be this. But because we already know the ternary operator.
Yeah, we can do that same.
Make it in one
question mark operator. Yeah.
So if the index is greater than 5, question marks to be this one. In the other case,
Yeah.
to be this one,
Yeah.
which is much better code.
One line. Yeah, yeah. That's ace.
Okay. And for the closing, probably is the same. Let's see for the closing. Moving average, close filter.
Yeah.
Moving average rises, rises. False, false. Bar opens above. Here will be bar closes. Here is the problem, because these here are in the opposite order. You see, the bar closes below, the bar opens above.
And you can't change it because of everyone discussed.
Yeah,
It's,
you break the whole
it wouldn't be
strategy.
backwards compatible. Yeah.
So we'll fix this. Let's.
So it just needs a if it's 2, then it's a bugger. It's just 2 and 3. You need to.
So I think I already matched here. If it's 0 or 1, they match. If it's 0 or 1, they match. All right, 0 and 1 matches. Okay, and to close the other files. 0 and 1 matches, rises, rises, false, false. But here, 2 must go to 3.
Yeah.
2 goes to 3, 3 goes to 2.
Yeah.
Let's write here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So we just need to handle greater than 5 or greater than 4. Is it greater than 4? 5. 4.
The bar opens below. The 3 match to 2.
Yeah.
2 is closes below. Opens below. Okay. 4. The bar opens above moving cache after opening below it.
Same.
The bar closes above moving after closing below it. Yeah, it matches because we copied the same rules.
Yeah, everyone's the same after 4. After 4, so you just say
they match.
Yeah, and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they match. Why? Okay. So after 3, just set this one.
Yeah.
And even the case is only for 2 and 3. For 0 and 1 they match, so I have to remove this case. Only if it's 2 to go 3 and 3 to goes to 2. In all other cases,
it matches.
They match. So I have to remove this exception. Now it's fully supported for close filter. And for open filter, we just, it's simple, we just add 2. All right, so moving average is already fully supported.
Perfect.
Perfect. Let's generate some strategies with. We cover many indicators. What we remain to do? We only have problems with. Where is my to do? Exit time.
Which we're going to do next.
Pin bar.
Yeah.
And volumes. So if I go to EA Studio, let's open my development version because here we fixed some stuff. I think it's running. Yes, I have to open it. Oh no. Localhost. Localhost means why? Okay. The localhost is my local computer because I run the server. And now let's go to indicators and enable all except what is this dash here? Okay. Volumes, exit time, enter time. Where is the exit?
Strange.
Oh, do we have exit time indicator?
They're down the bottom, down the bottom.
Why is
Right
it
down the end. Yeah, it's strange why it's down there.
Um,
But do not exits in a strange place as well. But no.
because these are special cases, they're only
Yeah.
for probably. No, but anyway, they must not be here. Do you know these indicators are not available in the generator? Probably, even if they are checked, the generator will never use this.
They're not going to be used.
Anyway, okay, I'm not sure this is the case. I have to check why. Why? Probably, yeah, this is some sorting mistake. So exit time, volumes, pin bar. I think this is so. Only three
I
indicators.
thought there was. Yeah, three. Yeah, three.
Pin bar,
Volumes
and exit
exit
time.
Yeah. So.
So how to generate strategy as fast as possible? And I don't know what. Do I have this data? No. GFD demo, 30 minutes, 20,000 bars, and generates as only without stop loss and take profit because we care only for the indicators. And now we must be able to upload to import
all of them.
100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's very good. And so, do you see, even if I explain the things which takes time, and I make so many mistakes, and even it took how many hours? 4 sessions, 2 hours per session average, 1 working day. So actually, it's a great job for 1 working day. We match indicators.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's very good job actually. Even probably if I was off screen without camera, I would do that for 4 hours for half of the time.
Yeah. Well, it's like I was talking to colleagues at engineering recently, and they were saying programmers often have a rubber duck next to them, and they talk to the duck and explain what they're doing because it helps them solve their problems and move forward. And so I'm your rubber duck right now, maybe.
You can you can speak to your doc. I don't download this collection and we generate a new one until we tested that. Let's run FSB, but I have to not forget to change the moving average MQH code.
Yeah. Winner.
Okay. No, this is let's see. This is excellent.
Yeah. It's always something, but
moving average of oscillator. Did you miss some? Do the logical rules are in the same order?
No, I'm sure we got that right. Have a look.
Crosses the real line upward. And what is in the original strategy? I don't know. because I'm generating new. Okay, what I'll do, I'll export this correction and then I'll import the new one. Download correction, delete and upload the previous one. This one. And the strategy was 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. No, not. Okay, across the rail line upward. Stochastic. K crosses slow D downward. Stochastic.
That's different.
This is strange. This is stochastic signal.
Oh yeah.
And stochastic signal. Stochastic signal is matched to stochastic indicator. Let's see. Zero goes to 10, 1 goes to 11, 2 goes to 8, 3 goes to 9. But we have to check it.
Let's have a look, because that seems to be the problem, doesn't it? It seems to be mapped wrong.
Let's see. We have only here 4. 0.
And that's 0, 1, 2, 3, right?
0, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. Line, stochastic line crosses the signal line upward.
It should be
10 here the original
in.
was stochastic line crosses the signal line downward. So the original is number 0, 1.
1. So that
and
should be 11.
Goes to 11, but let's see where actually is going. I will save now. When I import correction in FSB, it doesn't save the correction automatically. It's
No, you need to save it. Yeah.
Just save, and that's all. And the next time I can simply upload one from today. Just I'll delete the previous one. Okay. Let's see the stochastic. Indicators, store. Why am I doing like that? Now, I wanted to see.
I would have shown it there, right? Yeah.
There are different logical rules for entry and for exit filters, but they are same. And let's see here, stochastic signal. So 0 stochastic line. A stochastic line crosses the signal line upward, must correspond to. But what is the signal line? What is the stochastic line? What is the signal?
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure this.
Slow. What is the signal? What is the stochastic? What is the stochastic line?
Yeah, one of them is.
So D is the signal because it's slow. Probably K is the stochastic. So stochastic line crosses the signal line upward must be K crosses the slow upward. I think it must be this one. K crosses slow upward. Then we'll see in the formula. But this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
0 must go to 10. 0 go to 10. 1 crosses the signal line downward. 1 go to 11. It looks to me correct. Two goes to 8. Stochastic line is higher than signal line. 2 goes to 8. Is higher. and the other goes to 9. 3 goes to 9. It looks correct.
Yeah.
Except if chi is not the stochastic line. And
It is. I just checked. It is the K is the stochastic and D is the signal.
Stochastic and signal. Stochastic and signal is some sum divided by period. Fast D, slow D.
That's a fast D and slow D.
But we have slow D. So this some moving average applied. Here we don't have moving average applied. You see? We have
The D period's just, yeah.
Stochastic line is sum low divided by sum high multiplied by 100.
So it's taking an average.
So fast D is the stochastic line. Fast D, not the K line. And slow D is the signal line. Do you see?
Slow D, yeah. But hold on, what's fast D?
Fast D is what MetaTrader calls stochastic line. Do you see the formula? Stochastic is sum low divided by sum high multiplied by 100. Is the same here. So actually, it must be not K is higher than slow D, but must be slow D is higher than
fast.
Must be fast D. It must be fast D. But what is K? I don't know. Okay, I will check this.
Well, I'm just reading on here on just Google, but it does say that K is the indicator line, and I would assume that's.
But probably MetaTrader has other opinion about that.
Yeah.
This is the MQL code which is exported from.
Yeah. So you've got it there.
We have stochastic indicator.
Yeah.
Let's check the MetaTrader help. I'm pretty sure EA Studio matches MetaTrader.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very sure it does. It definitely does.
It can expose %K, %D. No, this is a period. What it exposes?
It's just got, I'm looking at the inputs in MG4, and it's got, you can set the inputs are K period, D period, and then slowing for the stochastic. So they're the inputs.
Okay, let's compare the chart to see what it shows. Actually, we must do what is shown on the chart, because this is what the ordinary users and traders do. They open chart in MetaTrader. What I'm for touch builder is disconnected. I made some connections. I don't know. Probably I tested something. Do I have USD? Okay, doesn't matter. Actually, I cannot find USD. USD CAD, Euro, New Zealand, Great Britain, Euro USD. Chart window, indicators, stochastic oscillator. Okay. And now what we have here? We have stochastic line and signal line. It doesn't show percent D, so D, fast D, percent K, right?
It just says stochastic fastens. Well, no, go right click and see what the inputs were. I thought it said the period for fast and the period for stochastic and indicator list.
No, indicator list.
And then edit. Yeah, so it's got the K period and the D period. So we've just got K and D.
But this
so
is for the period, not for the lines.
Okay.
This for the they call the lines stochastic and signal, and this is what I'm doing in A Studio. Where's my A Studio? When I put stochastic, K percent D and slowing 533.
Yeah.
What are here the defaults?
533.
533. Okay, and here. Okay, indicator chart. Even I show the same chart here. Okay. And here I have a signal and stock. Do you see here in the bottom?
Yeah.
And the last stochastic 32, signal 51. Let's compare. Let's go to. But this I open online to order in order to have the latest premium data. Let's make it day one, and I'll put stochastic to compare stochastic signal. Accept. These are daily bars, and I will compare the daily bars of AirStudio with the daily bars of MetaTrader. Day one. I'll make it similar to looking similar. They doesn't look the same. Why?
No.
Premium data.
What's the end
What date is this? This is August
8, 12.
12. Why do you have
ago.
a data horizon? Yeah, I have limited the data horizon. Probably I did some researches. Okay. So they crosses on somewhere here. Oh, 12th, 13th, 14th is somewhere the crossing. 12th, 14th, yeah.
No,
This is the same. So the green one, the upper here is stochastic, and here the upper is stochastic 70, 59, 70, 59 for the highest bar, and for this bar 70, 59. Okay, so it in AirStudio is correct. It's called stochastic and stoch and signal line. Okay, but in FSB they call in different way. Okay, so what is going on? When I created FSB, I didn't watch the documentation of MetaTrader. Even I think there is MetaTrader 1 at that time. It was year 2000 first probably. And MetaTrader was not a factor at that time. And I watched what was written in the technical indicators, technical analysis books. Then when MetaTrader became popular, I saw there is different, but I didn't care for MetaTrader. I created, let's see, Investopedia. Investopedia. The current value of the percent key, the current value of the stochastic indicator. So it's okay. So this is a 3-period moving average, which is called percent D. So percent D is the signal, but why I have slow and fast percent D? This is the question. Why I have, because I have additional smoothing on the percent D line. I calculate the percent D, it is fast D, and then I smooth it with moving average. And why I did do that, probably it's written somewhere that the percent D can be smoothed. Do it?
I think so, because that's what they've got, the smooth, they're not part of the indicator input, the smoothing.
Slow percent D. I don't know. So K fast D. Do I have so? Okay, anyway, so if I set the moving average slow in period of 1, it must work. Do I have what is the slow D? What is the slow D period? The various, so I have to set slow D period of 1, and the moving average will be with a period of 1, which it will make slow D equal to fast D. All right. So it means that we don't have smoothing. And here in the STU manager, when I use stochastic, I have to additionally set period D. But this period D, fast D, slow D, which is number 2. Okay, period, let's make it slow D. Slow D, which is number 2, I'll set it to be equal to 1. Okay, in that case, we will not have smoothing. Or just I can make it here. The period to be 1. Studio. Does not have this smoothing. Okay, let's see. Now it must work. And this one. What? No, but because we, this is the imported, we have to import it again, right? So if I check, if I go to the strategy and change the smoothing to 1.
Yeah, I see, yeah.
It doesn't work. Okay, I check what is going on.
Yeah,
Cross is flowing downward. Why downward? Is it downward in the original strategy? I'll check it. It is
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
sure. It is something with the stochastic lines.
Yeah.
I'll check. It must be something simple. Yeah, it must be something. Let's only check the other. The other. This is also not good. Also stochastic. This is good.
That's fine.
This is good.
It's fine.
I don't know. Stochastic. Okay. Not good. Stochastic.
Stochastic. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So this we'll have. I will find what is going on. We will discuss this in the next session. We will
Sounds good.
make exit hour and pin bar, and actually we'll be ready 100% with the indicators.
Yeah. Perfect.
So anyway, we can mark this session as successful because we did what we have planned. Even we have found a bug that we were not able to debug now, but for sure we will fix it. And
Yeah.
so, any questions?
No, it's good.
Okay. So we'll continue next time. I'll stop recording now. Stop recording.